Hi YouTube, Mike here. On Friday night I was lucky enough to go to the Broodnell Social Club in Leeds, one of my favourite venues, and I saw one of my favourite punk bands, and that's the wonderful John, or John times two, from South London, and they were supported by a brilliant new Leeds post-punk band that I hadn't heard of before, and they're called Muckle. But I'm not actually here to talk about the gig itself. If you want to hear about that, I will be saying something about it, I'm sure, on the Ranking the Obscure live stream that goes out on Thursday evenings at 8 p.m. GMT. But what I do want to talk about is the wonderful VCLT that I received at the gig. And it's from a guy called Andy Gladwin. And I think quite a few of you in the UK vinyl community will know about Andy because he does comment on our videos quite a lot. And if you're watching Nick's Vinyl Butty, he says he really loves your channel. So there you go. And he doesn't have a channel himself, say, but he's a real supporter of the vinyl community in the UK. And he gave me this tote bag. You see, it's truckmusicstore.co.uk, and on the back it says keep on trucking, and this was what was inside it, and I was really pleased because the first thing he gave me was this, and it's a debut album by another wonderful Leeds band called the Three Johns. And you can see it's called Atom Drum Bop, and the Three Johns were formed in the early 80s, and this, as I say, is their debut album, and it was released in 1984, and let's slide on, and they're very much sort of, socio-political sort of lyrics, very much sort of discordant post-punk, I would say. And they consist of three guys called John, although one of them's not really John. John Langford, who's on guitar, and John Langford was one of the founding members of the Mekons, another brilliant Leeds band. There's a theme here, isn't there? Leeds bands. Then also we got John Hyatt, and then Philip Brennan, who's also known as John Brennan, to make the title of the band correct. And this is an absolutely wonderful album. I hadn't got anything by the Three Johns until about a week ago when I picked up a 12-inch single of theirs at Leeds Record Fair, and Andy knew that I didn't have anything by the Three Johns, so very thoughtfully he thought, well, I'm going to see Mike at the gig on Friday night, so I'll bring this along, and it's absolutely brilliant. So tracks on here are Teenage Nightingales to Wax, Do Not Cross the Line, Three Junk, Fire Pits, Dr. Freedom, Missing, Son of Mud, and The Devil's Music. And as I say, it's very much sort of post-punk, but it's very discordant. I think they're absolutely brilliant, and I really like that cover. It's really odd, isn't it? A pig and a bird with guitars. What's that all about? Anyway, so that wasn't all he gave me. I mean, that alone was a lovely surprise, but also inside the bag was a CD, and it's a Peel Sessions EP by a band called Cinerama. And Cinerama are the other band of Dave Gedge, who was founding member, still a member of The Wedding Present, a brilliant Leeds band. And this was released in 2001, and it consists of various sessions that the band had done for John Peel, and I wrote them down. So there's 12 tracks in all, and the first 4 tracks are a Peel session they did at Maida Vale in July 1998. The 5th and 6th tracks recorded at P Lakers, which is the sort of name of John Pell's home. And that was done on the 6th of May 1999. And then track 7 to 10 is their second Peel Sessions tracks from November 1999. And then finally, there's 2 tracks from Peel Night. And Peel Night was in September 1999, and it was live gig, lots of bands celebrating John Pell's 60th birthday. So it's on the Wedding Presents label, David Gedge's label, Scuppitones, and there are a few people on here whose names I sort of recognise, as Terry DeCastro and Simon Cleve were both members of the Wedding Present at some point. And there's a guy called Richard Marcangelo, and Richard Marcangelo was in a band called Sniff and the Tears, and they had a reasonably big hit back in, I think, 1978 called Driver's Seat. So anyway, I just like to say, thank you, Andy. And we had a lovely chat, and he knows an awful lot about music, does Andy, and he lives over in Lancashire. And I really think, Andy, that you should start making your own videos. I'm sure you've got plenty to say that people would like to do. I know you told me that you didn't really have time, to do it, but maybe just 1 or 2 videos now and then. I'd certainly sub to you, mate. So yeah, I was just over the moon. Fantastic night overall, fantastic gig, and then to get such brilliant VCLT was absolutely wonderful. So made my weekend. So yeah, thanks for watching, everybody, and thanks again, Andy. And if I find anything that I think you really like, then I'll pick it up for you and send it over. So until next time, see you. Bye.